and you kind of get to work on that and anything else that you might be missing. So let me get to kind of some quickie just reminders here. First of all, I do want to spend a minute looking at your textbook assignment from last night because I've had a few questions on it. And I think it is actually super straightforward. You just have to read the directions. So I'm going to pull that up for a minute and we're just going to look at a couple questions very quickly on that. And that is something that you need to go take care of if you haven't already. I know some of you have. But I do want to just share my screen with you on that for a minute. Then I'll tell you about today's assignment, which is kind of a little creative way for you to show me that you are with us and that you know what you're doing. And then I'll let you go get to work. So let me start out with your textbook activity. So all right, here's the deal in the textbook, right? I think some of you have a hard time with it because you want to go through it real fast and you don't follow the directions. And then obviously that creates problems. On these, I am trying to be really careful now about what I assign to you because I know that some are a little more confusing than others. But this one I do think is fine. I just think you need to slow down and read the directions on it, all right? So either you're looking with me or you're welcome to pull it up on your own. So last night's it was a guided grammar practice. Let me find it here. It's a little hard for me to find. Nope, guided grammar present tense. Nope. Guided grammar. That's not it. Hold on. Bear with me for a minute here. It's not AR verbs. Where did it go? Guided grammar, present tense, regular verbs, sorry. Okay. So listen, let's look through a couple of these together. If you have it open, you're welcome to do a couple with us here. All right, so again, read the directions. It says, find and write the present tense verb form in each sentence. So you're just finding the verb, okay? The first step is identifying it. You've got a good little reminder here of what your verbs should look like. So could somebody maybe raise your hand real quick and tell me what is the verb in this sentence? They give you an example here of corremos. So what would this verb be? Elijah?
It would be viven, I think. You hear me?
Oh, I can't hear you. Did you say something?
It'll be viven, right?
Huh, that's weird. Can everybody else hear Elijah? Yes? Huh. That's weird. Quentin, are you talking right now too? I don't think I can hear anybody. Okay.
I can hear Elijah.
So that's weird. Very weird. Okay. Well, I'm going to assume Elijah, give me a thumbs up. Did you say viven? Okay. So I guess I can only talk at you today. If you have questions, you'll have to put them in the chat. So you go through, the first are all like this. Find the verb, find the verb, find the verb. Now here you have to pick the correct verb, all right? So if I was doing the model, I would see él escucha. So I would write down escucha. Here we have Andrea, so you have to decide which one it is and write it right there. So I think that's pretty straightforward, right? You just need the he, she form. All right, then you keep going. There's one more thing I want to show you in here. Again, just make sure you read the directions, that's all the same. Okay, this one, look at this with me. So it says, write the ending in the space provided, follow the model. Make sure you include the dash. All right, I assume if you don't put the dash, it's not going to give it to you. So look, Ana camina, so you put dash A. So here, if we have Tomás escribe, make sure you do dash E. Okay, and then you work your way through, and I'm pretty sure they're all pretty straightforward after that. So now you're just conjugating the verb, all right? They give you the verb correr, you put it in the he, she form. Okay, so I really think you should be able to do this. I really think you should be able to get a good grade on this. I really am gonna look at it and make sure you get a good grade on it so that I can give you some points for it. So if you need to redo it because you did a not great job on it the first time, then redo it. Okay, I'm giving you time to redo that. There's a little redo button there. Okay, any questions on what that homework looks like? I'm checking my chat because I apparently can't hear you right now. I'm gonna have to restart my computer after we go through this. Okay, so just keep in mind that's something you need to make sure you get done for me this week. And you can go back and look for any other holes that might be there before I put together your midterm grade. All right, so the last thing I want to show you here is, as I said, we are done with new information. We are looking at a quiz for you guys coming up probably Tuesday, possibly Wednesday of next week over this whole review chapter. So I have kind of a little creative way for you to show me where you're at, and that you can conjugate verbs. So again, I'm going to share my screen with you. It's just under today's assignment. Okay, so that's where I'm going to head here next. And you can follow along with me either on your computer, on your assignment, or just look up here. All right, so Poemas en Diamante is your assignment for today, okay? So it says use these steps to write your diamond-shaped poem that describes you. Each of the following should be in a simple, no Google Translate again, complete sentence in Spanish, all right? Now, I'm going to give you exactly what to write, and I'm going to show you my example. So if you're at all concerned, like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to write a poem in Spanish, pay attention right now. It's really, I'm keeping it very simple, okay? So you're going to present your poem nicely, either on a piece of paper or a slide. You're going to have 3 pictures or symbols that represent you. You can use clip art, drawings, photos, etc. All right, so here's your poem, okay? It's 7 lines. Here's what you're going to do. And I'll go through my example with you as we go. So, escribe tu nombre. Here's my example. Me llamo Señora Silverly. Very straightforward. Okay. Número 2. Escribe dos adjetivos que no te describen. Okay. I'd ask for a volunteer, but I can't hear anyone, so I'll just help you. Describen is describe you, but in this case, they don't describe you. So look at my example. I said, no soy ni antipática ni vieja. So you're going to look at your vocab list and come up with 2 adjectives that do not describe you. All right, número 3 says escribe 3 adjetivos que te describen. All right, now you come up with 3 that do describe you. I said soy interesante, divertida y sociable. All right, número 4, escribe 4 actividades que haces todos los días. Okay. Things you do every day. So here were mine. I said, todos los días yo escucho la música, paso tiempo con mi familia, trabajo en el jardín y juego con mis hijos. Again, come up with 4 things. Use your vocab list. Pull them right off there. Make sure you put them in the yo form. Number 5, escribe 3 actividades que tus amigos y tú hacen en el verano. Okay, verano is summer. So you're thinking of some summery things you do, you and your friends. All right. So again, I said, en el verano, mis amigos y yo nadamos, comemos y viajamos al lago. We like to travel to the lake. All right. Número 6, escribe 2 actividades que nunca haces. Nunca is on your list, never. So I said, nunca patino. I'm not a big skater. Ni practico el piano. Not a big piano player. And for the last line, you just copy what I have. Así soy yo. Okay, it kind of means like, this is me. This is how I am. All right. So obviously use mine as a model. Obviously don't copy mine. I would expect to see your own adjectives, your own activities throughout here, and watch your grammar. Make sure your adjectives reflect you, and make sure your verbs are conjugated in the either yo form or nosotros form. All right, so then you can submit it right here. It's just an upload because either you're going to give me a slide or you're going to do it on a piece of paper and draw it all and make sure you add your pictures and take a picture of it. All right, I'm giving you the weekend, okay, although you're going to have the rest of class today, probably a little class time tomorrow. So I would assume you should be able to get most of it done in class. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing, and you let me know what questions you have about the project, about the homework. Any questions?
We could do a doc, right?
So let's see, this period is over in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to give you the rest of the period to work, ideally on your poem, unless you want to do your homework from last night now that you understand it, and then do your poem. But use your time productively. And I will stay on the Zoom if you have a question, but then I'm probably going to turn everything off and see if I can figure out why my volume isn't working. Yes, Google Doc is fine. Google Slide is fine. You can do it on a piece of paper. You can do it on a Word document as long as you can put some pictures on it. But don't forget, you need the poem and at least 3 pictures or symbols that have to do with you. Okay? All right, if you are comfortable and you know what you're doing, hasta mañana. If you want to stick around, and I'll see if I get my sound working.